Previously on Sims Survivor. After Neil's elimination at Tribal Council, the 3 remaining tribes competed in their next immunity challenge. After an intense battle, the Apolu and Namua tribe were both able to secure immunity, sending the Savai'i tribe to Tribal Council. At Tribal Council, there was a split 3-way vote, but Ruby unfortunately was voted out. 11 castaways remain. Who will be voted out next? Hello everyone, welcome back to Sim Survivor. We're on episode 12. It's crazy. We're getting down to the last bunch of episodes in this season, and the numbers are dwindling. I was so sad to see Ruby go home at the last Tribal Council. I think she put a lot of fight into this game, and I think if there's some type of all-star season, if I ever get to that, I think she would definitely have to come back. I mean, she put in the work this season. We are now down to our 11 remaining castaways. For today's episode, another person will be going home. We'll have another immunity challenge. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. That was definitely an intense tribal council for the Savai'i tribe. At one point, I really thought that Axel was going to go home. Christian was in the driver's seat for this vote. He had the final decision for it, and unfortunately, Ruby was eliminated. Liana has lost her partner. They had some type of advantage. They should have pinned Axel and Christian more against each other. They were close to doing so, but they just fell a bit short. We now have only 3 original duos still left in the game. So it's going to be interesting to see how those are going to navigate the rest of this season. Things are not looking good for the members on the Namua tribe. They are the only original Upolu people left in the game after Ruby's elimination. So if a merge or anything happens soon, I think they're going to be severely disadvantaged. They don't have the numbers. So I think in order for their survival, they will need to hope that the original Savai'i target Kiana and Kaylee because they've got idols to protect them. If they don't, things are not going to bode well for them, unfortunately. I was pretty impressed by the Apolu tribe that they were able to avoid Tribal Council. It was close, well, not really. I don't think it was that close, actually. I just think considering the fact that they were on a winning streak and then they lost, I thought, oh, is this the beginning of a losing streak for them? But they bounced back and all of them survived. So it's great. It's great to see them thrive in this, and I'm interested to see whether these 4 are going to work together because they are original Savai'i, but they've also built this connection and further connections on this tribe, so they're a solid force to be reckoned with. Hello everyone, welcome to your next immunity challenge. Before we begin, I just want to say something. It is currently day 23 in this game. In 16 days, a winner of this season will be crowned. However, because we are now down to the top 11, I thought maybe we should switch some things up. So, congratulations, you all have made it to the merge. Everybody drop your buffs. Moving forward in this game, you will all be competing for individual immunity. So, without further ado, let's get to today's challenge. For today's challenge, each person will individually compete in a fishing competition. The first fish you catch will be your score. Your objective is to catch the fish worth the most amount of money. If you don't catch any fish in your one chance, you will get a score of 0. So, without further ado, let's get to the challenge. Liana has caught a minnow, which is worth 6 simoleons. Axel was unable to catch any fish. Liana is still in the lead. Lucas has caught 0 fish, which means Liana is still in the lead. Marie also caught 0 fish. Liana is still in the lead. Roger has caught a fish worth 6 simoleons. Him and Liana are now tied. Kaylee has caught a fish worth 6. She is now tied with Liana and Roger. Christian did not catch any fish. Liana, Roger, and Kaylee still lead. Shrikumar has caught a fish worth 16 simoleons. He is now in the lead. Kiana has caught 0 fish. Shrikumar is still in the lead. Enzo has caught a fish worth 8 simoleons. However, Shrikumar is still in the lead. Dylan has caught a fish worth 7 simoleons. Unfortunately, that is not enough to take the lead. Congratulations to Shrikumar. You have won individual immunity and will be safe from Tribal Council. Unfortunately, as for the rest of you, one of you will be the 10th person voted out of this game and the first member of our jury. That's all I have left to say. Head back to camp. Everyone right now is getting to know each other on the new tribe, getting to meet different people, etc. But there is a hidden immunity idol. I'm not going to reveal who's going to find this idol. You already know that Kiana, Lucas, and Kaylee currently have idols. This one I will record, but I will not show it until that person plays it. So it's going to be a bit of shock and mystery for y'all, trying to guess who found this idol. But yeah, just wanted to add a bit of surprise to this game. A lot of great conversations are happening, a lot of reunions are happening, but let it be known, going into this upcoming Tribal Council, there are still 3 duos in the game. Right here, we have Dylan and Lucas. They're a married couple, they're still in the game. Roger and Marie, our brother and sister, they're both still in the game. And Kaylee and Enzo are currently dating. They are both still in the game. Those are the only 3 full duos still here. So it's going to be interesting to see if they'll be able to survive because they've got a connection, or if people are going to try and get rid of them. I think it's really good that Kiana and Kaylee both have idols in their back pockets. Specifically Kiana, because the original Polo members, her, Kaylee, Roger, and Dylan, Roger, Kaylee, and Dylan all have connections. Their loved ones are still in the game. Kiana does not have anyone. Unfortunately, her sister Aisha was eliminated, so I think it's good that she has an idol to protect herself, and I hope she doesn't have to use it, but she might have to. Based on the previous Tribal Council, I wouldn't be surprised if Liana swapped. Her loved one was just voted out by Axel and Christian, 2 people she was on an original tribe with, and I think she might take a shot at them or some other people simply due to the fact that, like, okay, maybe not Christian, they're getting along right now, but, like, you get what I'm trying to say. Like, if you got rid of her loved one, she's gonna come back for revenge. Going into this vote, the original Savai tribe needs to stick together or they could lose. I would be really shocked if that happened though, simply due to the fact that they have the upper hand. You have 7 versus 4. If you lose a member somehow from this vote, like, I don't know what to say at that point. Like, it's like, that's just bad strategy on your hands. Find a target and just focus on them. And you're going to be voting out somebody that you don't want to be voting out, but it's the top 11. You need to make difficult decisions. We are about to get into the final stages of this game. Prove yourself as a deserving person to win this season. make big moves. It is officially day 24 in the game. I feel like a lot of people are scrambling a bit. There's a lot of conversations going on, and everyone's just trying to talk to everybody because I'm anticipating a lot of these votes being spread out, and all it takes is one person's vote to send you home. So nobody wants to be the first member of the jury. They're getting to the halfway mark of the cast. They want to all make it to the top 10. But unfortunately, for one of them, they will be unable to reach that. And it's going to be interesting to see. I have no idea at this point. I absolutely have no idea. I'm thinking it's probably going to be one of the original Polu. But once again, 2 of them have idols. So might be, I don't know. I'm interested to see how many idols, if any, will be played. And there's still that idol out there that y'all don't know about. So I have to be very careful when I'm talking because I don't want to slip up and accidentally reveal that, because then that would be just a lackluster surprise. So yeah, definitely gonna be interesting. The last few conversations of the episode are happening right before we go into Tribal Council. Once again, it's going back to the theme of the season. It's blood versus water. People like Dylan and Lucas are going to cut alliance members before they'll cut each other. So it's going to be interesting to see who is going to fall short, who did not make enough connections, or who was just in the wrong place at the wrong time or missed any types of conversations. Definitely going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. So let's get to it. Hello everyone, it is now time for the next Tribal Council. In just a moment, either Liana, Axel, Lucas, Marie, Roger, Kaylee, Kristen, Shrikumar, Kiana, Enzo, or Dylan will be the 10th person voted out of the season and the first member of our jury. So, without further ado, let's get to the vote. Liana, you're up first. I will now go tally the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to use it, now would be the time to do so. Kiana has chosen to use her hidden immunity idol. All votes cast against Kiana will not count. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the Tribal Council area immediately. First vote, Kiana, does not count. Kiana, does not count. Kiana, does not count. Kaylee, that's 1 vote Kaylee. Dylan, that's 1 vote Kaylee, 1 vote Dylan. Kristen, that's 1 vote Kaylee, 1 vote Dylan, 1 vote Kristen. Lucas, that's 1 vote Kaylee, Dylan, Kristen, Lucas. Roger, that's 1 vote Kaylee, Dylan, Kristen, Lucas, Roger. Marie, that's 1 vote Kaylee, Dylan, Kristen, Lucas, Roger, Marie. Kristen, that's 2 votes Kristen, 1 vote Kaylee, Dylan, Lucas, Roger, Marie, 1 vote left. Dylan, we have a tie between Kristen and Dylan, so how this is going to work, everyone will re-vote except for Kristen and Dylan. Without further ado, let's get to the vote. Liana, you're up first. I will now go tally the votes. First vote, Dylan. Kristen, that's 1 vote Dylan, 1 vote Kristen. Kristen, that's 2 votes Kristen, 1 vote Dylan. Kristen, that's 3 votes Kristen, 1 vote Dylan. Kristen, that's 4 votes Kristen, 1 vote Dylan. Dylan, that's 4 votes Kristen, 2 votes Dylan. Dylan, that's 4 votes Kristen, 3 votes Dylan. Dylan, we have a tie, 4 votes Kristen, 4 votes Dylan, 1 vote left. 10th person voted out and the first member of our jury, Kristen, That's 5, that's enough. Please come bring me your torch. Criskin, the tribe has spoken. Things are clearly uncertain on this tribe. People need to work harder if you want to stay in this game. That's all I've left to say. Head back to camp. And that concludes this episode of Sims Survivor. I'm really sad to see Criskin go. I was rooting for him. He was a big physical competitor in this game, so I think some people might have perceived him as a threat, but unfortunately it was just the luck of the draw. Some people were wavering between their votes, and Shrikumaar betrayed the Savai. Once again, Shrikumaar has flipped on the original Savai members, and unfortunately Criskin suffered as a result. But yeah, definitely an interesting vote, a really upsetting one, and yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. It honestly means the world to me, and I'll see you next time.